everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined with our hosts. We got Flying Ryan Gilbert and Moly Poly Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
Doing good. A bit of a long week. Wasn't feeling great early on, but no, we got through. It's Friday night, so I'm ready to talk about a huge slate of hockey for Saturday.
Oh, this month can't end soon enough. The way that these bets have been going, I mean, it's been brutal. Just when you think you turn the corner, it fucking hits you right in the back.
Like a cop car, right? Like a cop car.
Man. Yeah, it's like a ritual now. At least get one cop or ambulance driving by here. Yeah, not a good month. Can't wait for it to be over. But of course, Easter weekend. Looking forward to the festivities on Sunday and whatnot. And also, last week I meant to say this, but Oppenheimer. I watched that finally. Tremendous show. Deserved all the awards it received. That doesn't always mean anything, but in this case, it does. I mean, Christopher Nolan is a beauty of an actor, or a director rather, and Cillian Murphy, awesome actor.
Yeah,
great show. Loved it. The main character, very interesting. Appealed in a lot of ways. Yeah, fantastic imagery. The sound effects, everything was elite. Very good. It didn't seem like 3 hours long. It was 3 hours long, but it blew by. So, fucking incredible. Highly recommend you go and watch it. It's been a while since I enjoyed a new movie this much.
It's good. Ryan, did you see it?
I have not seen Oppenheimer.
No, dude, it was really good. It's almost one of those things you want to see in theaters because, like, if you're sitting by yourself for 3 hours, it's a lot to take in, all right? I understand what Julie said, and I agree with him wholeheartedly, especially if you're like a history fan and you enjoy that. Hell yeah, you're going to be tuned in the entire time. If you're not, and like you're just sitting at home watching the 3 hour movie, I understand that you can get distracted. I've had some friends say that too. But if you see it in theaters, I think that was definitely the way to go. I saw Dune 2, if we're going to talk about movies. Awesome. I thought that was fucking sick, dude. I'm a sucker for like that kind of stuff, and like, the first one was cool, the second one was even better. So I don't know. Have you guys seen it yet or no?
I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yes.
Yeah, the next thing I watched. I haven't seen the first one either, so I'm gonna watch them back to back and just bang them out. Yeah, because the Dune series is awesome. I read the book, that was great, and the original, of course, the movie is awesome too. So, fucking, there goes another cop car.
Holy shit! What is going on out there?
Friday night, boys. We're getting after it.
Man. Friday night in East Van. Look, the fucking mothers hide your daughters. Look out.
Yeah. So Dune, looking forward to watching that as well. And you know who's in Oppenheimer? Makes a little appearance. Sean fucking Avery.
I know, dude. I know. When I was in theaters, I was freaking out. My girl's like, "What the fuck you going?" I'm like, "That's Sean Avery, for Christ's sake!" Yeah, awesome, dude. Yeah, that's cool to see. All right, for myself, I'm doing good. It's been it's been a red wine night, so whatever happens tonight. But we're gonna have a good time. That's all that matters. It's been great. Baseball season is back. We're gonna get into that a little bit here, and baby, it's been a good start to the season. All right, everybody, go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's basically tons of stuff going on in the world of sports. We got hockey. We have a 15-game slate set for tomorrow. It's gonna be absolutely electric. We're gonna bang through that. Holy shit, that's gonna be sweet for a Saturday. What else is going on? We got the NFL draft coming up. There's soccer doing its thing. Basketball playoffs are coming up as well. And then baseball has officially started. Mr. Ryan Gilbert, I think your Phillies got the doors beat off them today. With that being said, why don't you tell us a little bit about the baseball world? How excited are you?
I'm fairly excited. Yeah, Phillies took a 2-0 lead, and then their bullpen, which was rated by some people as the best bullpen in baseball, allowed 9 runs. So they lost 9-3. A little bit disappointing after it was already rained out on Thursday. So game 1 out of 162. It doesn't matter too much, but we gotta only go up from here.
I made 3 bets in baseball. I got, of course, I mentioned this before, Stephen Vogt to win the Manager of the Year, Guardians guy. Ronald Acuna Jr., that's how you say it, to win MVP at a little around 5-1, and then Carlos Rondon, something like that. Yankees, I think, 40-1 for the Cy Young. So those are my early awards. We'll be sweating out over the course of the year. I won't watch a single game, but I'll be cheering for those guys anyway.
I made
No comment.
I haven't looked into any baseball stuff yet. Like I haven't given up.
Right.
This guy's a fraud, man.
I was gonna say
he's the baseball guy.
Right? Like we'll talk soccer. I go hard into golf, and you're supposed to be the fucking baseball guy, Ryan. What the hell are we doing?
Give me a few weeks here.
All right. Well, I will have you know I made 10 baseball bets yesterday, and I won 8. And you know why? Because it is the goddamn most boring fucking sport in the world. And all you have to do is find a game that's slated to go under. So you look at the totals. Any total for the game that's under 6.5, you go to inning by inning and you bet the under on each inning. And I guarantee you by the end of that game, you will be up money. So I was about to say it's a joke of a sport. That's mean. It's not. It is a professional sport. There is talent. There's a lot of people that enjoy it. But it's the easiest goddamn thing in the world to make money off of. So we're going to keep that going all year long. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. Everything's going on. You can find all that information at the SGPN website. Read the articles. Ryan's fantasy hockey articles, he's been banging out. They're probably about done for now. But with that being said, the guy killed it. So Ryan, thank you so much. How's your fantasy hockey playoffs going? You doing okay?
I'm out of the playoffs. Actually, I got knocked out in the last round there. But yeah, still writing them. Had one middle of the week this week, and I'll have another one on Sunday or Monday.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm in 2 leagues, and I got a first round bye in the first one, and I'm about to make it to the semis in the next one. So, fuck it, let's go, baby. Team Brackos, Coke Nose, tons of stuff in the world of sports as well. Shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's absolutely popping off. It's so much fun in there. Great conversation with my boy Archer there today. We always have a lot of fun in there, and everybody's having a good. There's been a little bit of fuckery going on with all these bots. I wish there was something we could do about them. Ryan's fingers getting fucking going black and blue from hitting the band trigger, but he's doing the Lord's work here, so we really appreciate it. But still, nonetheless, it's an awesome place to be. So if you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction, or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account, social media assistant producer. This guy's got a 9-inch hog, okay? Anybody with a 9-inch hog, you just know he's a good guy because he's got no reason to be sad. So he'll hook you up. He'll tell you everything you need to do. He'll point you in the right direction, get you everything, and tell you everything you need to do and get you in there. Or what you can do is just go to the cinema, bro. And when you're going to the cinema, chances are if there's a good movie worth seeing, especially if you're in the BC area, you're going to run into our very own pal, Joel Meyer. And when Joel's in there getting some popcorn, a little bit of dill pickle seasoning on there, he'll buy a drink just to be a nice guy, but realistically, he's ordering beers because he's a fucking beauty. He'll be like, hey, Jolie, how do I get in the Discord? And he'll be stuffing his fucking gullet full of popcorn. He'll be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then once he's done fucking chewing that, he'll be like, this is how you get in the Discord, baby. And that's how he's going to write a sick review about it, too, because that's the kind of guy he is.
I like that you used the term cinema. That's correct. Like,
yeah.
Losers call it a theater or whatever. Fuck that. Yeah, you're talking about all the stuff going on in the world of sports. There's a ton of stuff going on in the world of sports. This is low-key one of the best weekends of the year. We got the college basketball, and we got huge weekend in soccer. We have Der Klassiker, Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund, and then we have Le Classique, Marseille versus PSG in France, and then we have Manchester City versus Arsenal, 2 of the teams at the top of the table. So, huge soccer weekend. And also tennis, Elena Rybakina playing for the Miami Open title against Danielle Collins. Yes, so I bet some Rybakina, minus 165 or so. So hopefully she gets the job done tomorrow.
And speaking of the world of sports, sorry, Ryan, be sure to subscribe to our flagship show, the Sports Gambling podcast. Those guys are absolutely killing it, as well as the NBA gambling podcast. Those guys are doing awesome work there. So shout out to those guys.
And the
college basketball experience.
And the college basketball experience for March Madness as well. Make sure you check that out too. It's fantastic.
Yeah. That's all I had to say. I wasn't sure you were going to get that in there, so I had to make sure.
I snuck it in, bro.
You did. It was good.
Professionals. We're good. Very good. All right, let's move into our lockdowns and totals from the last time we were all together here. It's been a while since I last saw you standing in my skin. It's been a while since we went through these picks, but we're going to do that right now. Last time we were together for a show, the games were regarding on March 23rd. Myself, I went 2-1, up 0.26 units. Jolie went 2-1, down 0.03 units, and Ryan went 0-3, down 4 units here on our lock, dogs, and totals. I'm going to run through this. I'll start for my lock. I had the New Jersey Devils in regulation versus Ottawa, -110. Don't remember the score of this game. Remember, Ottawa dominated New Jersey. They kicked the shit out of them, and it's what I said in the Discord. This is the time of the year where the Sens play good hockey and convince all you fucking losers, all you little stat nerds that, oh, this team's going to be good next year. Look out for it. Well, yeah, keep biting the bullet. Keep falling for that old trap. But nonetheless, they won. My dog, St. Louis moneyline versus Minnesota, +124. St. Louis won. I think it was like a 4-2 final or some shit like that. I think they're all over them. Then my total, Detroit, Nashville, under 6, +102. I think this was like one of those games where it was like a close game and there was a couple empty netters, but it did go under the number 6. So 2 for 1 for the boy.
Yeah, for me, 0-3, Jets -130 at the Islanders. Islanders went up 2-0 early with 2 Kyle Clutterbuck goals, never came back. My dog, Lightning, +110 in LA. I think they came back in that one to force overtime, but then lost in OT. And my total, Blues, Wild, under 5.5. I think that one went well over. So just another 0-3 day for your boy.
For myself, yeah, basically broke even thanks to the Oilers shit in the bed against the Maple Leafs. My word, they did not show up for this game until the third period. Leafs played very well. Give them credit for that. They're looking actually pretty good lately. Maybe rounding into playoff form. Maybe they can win a round or two. We'll see about that. So that was a bad bet. I had the total in that game, though. That was a good one. I mean, the Leafs, they did their thing. Oilers, of course, they scored some garbage time goals. Easy over there. And another total, my dog, was the Flyers Bruins under 5.5, +110. This was a no doubter most of the game until there were like fucking 4 or 5 goals in the last 5 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, am I going to get an empty netter here? Thankfully, that didn't happen. So it stayed under 3-2. That would have been a horrific beat. But yeah, that was a good bet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Peer-to-peer social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on any event with a verifiable outcome, and tons of fun social features like group chats, leaderboards, history, profiles, fan groups, and more. Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets. They also handle the payment side of things, so you never have to chase anyone down for money. You get cash back every single time you bet against your friends or other users. So download Cut today in the App Store or over at cut.com. That's KUTT. And use promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. And Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in the game for a chance to win over 100 times your money in a single night. Sign up today with promo code HGP and get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pick'em special. Visit underdogfantasy.com or find them in the App Store and use code HGP to get your first deposit doubled up to $100. And that instant pick'em special must be 18 years or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org.
This guy's the king of ad reads here. Like, Ryan, you're a fucking killer out there, bro. We appreciate it. All right, boys. We got a 15-game slate set to go through here for Saturday, March 30th. Gentlemen, are we ready to rock and roll here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's dive deep right on into this here. First game of the docket at the 12:30 p.m. time slot, we have the Detroit Red Wings against the Florida Panthers. Game itself is in Florida here. Detroit at the money line sitting at +190. Panthers on the money line sitting at -230. Florida on the puck line at 1.5 is sitting at +110 here. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off -118. The under -102. Dude, honestly, Florida, we all know they're a great fucking hockey team. They're having a tough go here. The past 10 games, they're 3-6-1. Yes, their home record is absolutely phenomenal, 21-13-2. And I would be worried about that if they weren't playing the goddamn Detroit Red Wings. And sometimes we talk about the fact that, yes, a team has a lot to play for. So Detroit, they're going to want to step up in this game. But let's face it, I don't think any of us would be surprised to assume that it's not going to happen here. Florida's the better team. Florida's trying to come on a bounce back and get things straight going into the playoffs here. I expect them to show up for this game, especially with the division record at 12-3-3, which is exceptional. Detroit's is 10-7-3, so they're sitting about even. Detroit on a 3-game losing streak coming into this as well. Love the Panthers. Minus 230 is a lot of juice. Plus 110 on the puck line. I hate betting puck lines. I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to be looking for a regulation play. You can probably find Florida at maybe minus 155 sitting around there or something. I think that's still a good look. Over under in this game. Not sold on Alex Lyon. It could be a Lion revenge game though. Didn't he used to be a Panther? Wasn't he a Panther last year?
Yeah, you got them in.
So maybe, I don't love the total, but fuck it. If he's playing, let's go for an under game here. Let's see if some goalies can show up between Lion and Bob. Minus 102 on the 6.
Yeah, Panthers haven't been getting results recently. Also haven't been playing too well in the past 10 games. They have the 5th worst expected goal share. I mean, even the Red Wings are only the 12th worst, but Panthers here at home playing a bad team. I thought they'd get it done against the Islanders. They didn't, but the Red Wings are just in shambles right now. They've lost 3 straight. 2 of those games were shutouts on the road. They're awful on the road, 15-19, and 2. Most of their past road losses have been by at least 2 goals there. So I am going with the Panthers on the puck line plus 110. I think they get back to their game here for the final 10 games or so heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I've been haven't bet a lot for this card, so you're going to hear a lot of humming and hawing. Maybe it's just because I'm a little gun shy with all these losing bets and whatever, but I can't find too many edges. Bear with me, but I did bet this one. I did bet the Panthers in regulation. Not exactly supremely confident about it, given the fact that the Panthers have played really terribly since the trade deadline. You wonder if maybe Vlad Tarasenko's brought some bad juju into the room. I don't know, but he's been scoring goals at least, so it's hard to blame him exactly. Maybe it's that Kyle Okposo he brought in the Buffalo Sabres loser mentality. The fucking captain traded to the Panthers. That's probably it. Anyway, yeah, Panthers is the way to go, I think. Red Wings, of course, desperate team, but so are the Panthers. I mean, you can't go into the playoffs and keep losing games like this against bad teams as well. Yeah, Panthers all the way here. Lean to the under 6. I know the Panthers' goaltending has not been great, but neither is the Red Wings' offense lately. It's Patrick Kane and a bunch of scrubs right now. Nobody else is really getting the puck in the net. So, yeah, Panthers in the under.
All right, heading down to the 3:30 p.m. time slot here. We have the Vegas Golden Knights against the Minnesota Wild. I'm sorry. It's fucking bullshit that there's goddamn one game on at 12:30 and nothing else between 3:30. Yes, I know they'll bleed into each other, but you can at least throw us a bone here. Anyways, Vegas Golden Knights against the Minnesota Wild here. Vegas on the money line sitting at minus 122. Wild on the money line at plus 102. Over under sitting at 5.5. Over paying off minus 120. The under plus 100. I'm slurring here. I'm a little sorry. It's been a wine-filled night. With that being said,
you're a bit slurry.
I am a bit slurry, and it's a battle of the flurry when we were a little bit slurry here. But I love the Vegas Golden Knights in this game at minus 122. This team is starting to tie things together. They're 7-2-1 in their past 10 games. And if you guys have watched them, I don't know if you have or not, but they're looking solid, bro. Obviously, they're not at a full 100% health. But they're going to make the playoffs. I know there's a lot of talk, especially in their Discord. Ooh, there's some money on fade in Vegas and all this shit. Or Vegas isn't the real deal team. Guess what? They fucking are. And they're going to make playoffs and they're going to be dominant. And they're going to beat the piss out of Minnesota in this game. Minus 122. I absolutely love Vegas at home this year. 19-12-5. Or sorry, 23-11-2. I was looking at Minnesota as the home record.
Because it is in Minnesota.
Yeah, my bad. I'm fucked. Whatever. Either way, Vegas is going to beat the fucking wheels out of Minnesota here. They're looking at a team. They're in the middle of the pack when it comes to goal scoring. Goaltending has been fine here, dude. Logan Thompson had a great game the other night. Who did he play against? I think he was a 40 save outing against fucking Winnipeg, which is pretty big for him. He looks solid in net. I think I see he's expected to play. Even if it's not him, Aiden Hill can show up as well. I just love the hockey that the Knights are playing lately, man. Minus 122. I think there's some good odds on that, especially to a Minnesota team that is probably out of the playoff picture. Over under in this game. Don't love to play. Probably going to lean over here. Yes, there's the Marc-Andre Fleury revenge spot if he does get the start. But I mean, sometimes teams are too good for that to be a thing. So I'm going to go with Vegas and give me the over.
Yeah, I agree with all that there. I love Vegas here at minus 122. It is kind of a low price you find, but their road record isn't great. 17-14-6. But this is one of those teams that knows when to turn it on. They're healthy now. I think Petrangelo's joining them on the road trip, so he's going to play back from his illness. Yeah, Hill's been in and out of the lineup, but Logan Thompson has looked like a guy there, and that he might be could be their starter going into the playoffs at this rate, given how he's been playing. So love how.
There's no way. Do you think? Sorry. Do you really think?
I would have to look deeper into it, but his past 4 starts,
he's been good.
1 goal in each of them. So like,
he's been great.
You got to go with the hot hand, especially if Hill is injured.
Vegas historically does that. They're not loyal to one goalie. They'll just play whoever's playing hot.
You're right.
One in Vegas, just go with the hot hand. That's what you got to do. Yeah. Vegas now won 4 of the past 5. Only loss was that game in Nashville on the back-to-back where they gave up a 3-0 lead. They're not going to do that here against the Wild. Settled down there in Winnipeg to win 4-1. And Minnesota's looked good recently, but then you look at who their wins have come against. San Jose, 2 against the Ducks, Arizona again. So yeah, Vegas here, just a much better team. Great price at -120.
Don't really have a bet in this game. Yeah, Golden Knights are the better team. The Wild are still playing for something. I mean, they were minus what? They were minus almost $4 against the Sharks the other day. I know, obviously, the Golden Knights are a lot better, but that's a massive discrepancy here. So I'm not betting the side, but I would. If anything, I bet the draw. I mean, the Golden Knights, they go to overtime all the time. The Wild play close games as well. Both teams have a penchant for giving up leads and scoring goals to the empty net. I mean, not so much this year for the Wild, but last year it happened every fucking other game. So yeah, the draw, this would be one that I would look at and lean to the under 5.5 with how well Thompson's played. I know that's encouraging for them. I know Aiden Hill was not playing great before he got injured, maybe because he was injured and playing through it or whatever. But in either case, Thompson has stepped in and immediately improved this team. So yeah, Golden Knights are looking better, which is important for them going into the playoffs. But I'm not betting this one. Lean to the draw.
I like that draw look. I like it.
Spicy. All right, heading on to the 4 p.m. time. So we have the Anaheim Ducks against the Edmonton Oilers. Game itself is in Edmonton here. Ducks on the money line at plus 410. Oilers on the money line at minus 550. Holy fuck, massive home favorites here. Oilers on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at minus 102. Over under sitting at 6.5. Overpaid off minus 105. The under minus 115. Yeah, okay. Edmonton's going to win this game. Let's be honest. How do you find value in it? Just betting any of these outright. Yes, you can go with the total. I don't really have a good play with the total over. I've said that the past 3 times, so maybe I should be doing a little bit better. But you know what my play for this game is, and it came in last night at plus 100, is Zach Hyman over the number on shots on goals. It was plus 100 at 3.5 here against the Ducks. This guy's going to end up the game with like 5 or 6 shots on goal. So I'll be looking at his totals. This is a prop game, if you ask me, man. Maybe look for like a McDavid point total. I know it's been sitting at 1.5 lately. Maybe even look for some players on power play points. I'm not too privy of Edmonton players. I know Bouchard gets a lot of shots and goal as well for a defenseman. Maybe you can get that as well. So prop game for this one. As far as, overall things go, I don't really have much to say regarding that.
Yeah, I like that look. Take a bunch of props there, a bunch of points, a bunch of shots on goal, a bunch of goals, assists even, because the Oilers should put up at least 4 or 5 goals here on the Ducks. Ducks have been decent defensively recently. I know they haven't been playing the best teams, but they haven't allowed more than 4 goals since playing in Winnipeg 2 weeks ago there. So, Dostal and Gibson have been decent enough for them. They are healthy now, but yeah, it's Oilers here all the way. I parlayed the Oilers team total over 2.5 with the Ducks under 2.5 to get down to minus 160. I feel like that's probably a good look. Could get a 3-2 game. And if they cover the puck line, you're getting a better price than the minus 205. Can't see the Ducks scoring more than 2 goals. They haven't done that besides when they play Chicago. So maybe a Ducks team total under. But yeah, the Oilers team total props, something like that.
One reason why the Ducks have hardly scored is that they still play the trap even when they're down like 2 goals. Like they never get out of the trap.
Dude, you're right. I saw that the other night. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Pressure the puck area.
I know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of offensive firepower. They're just playing not to get embarrassed every night like the Sharks are these days. So, they're just our goal is not to lose by 4. That's what the Ducks game plan is. The pep talk before the game, I guess, because what they're doing doesn't make sense. But whatever, they're just playing. I don't know, for Macklin Celebrini or Celebrini, whatever his name is.
Celebrini.
Celebrini. Give me the Ducks team total under as well. That's the only look I have for this one. Minus 550 would be a proper bridge jumper though. If you just want to, the Ducks to win, you just 550 to win 100. There are worse bets out there.
Archer?
It's not the worst bet though, to be honest with you. Like, let's face it, it's a $300 almost.
You're just banking on like the Oilers not getting fucked up for the game. Like,
exactly.
Drunk or hungover.
Yeah, who on that team except for Evander Kane is gonna fucking do anything? Like, let's face it. Like, these are a bunch of pleas. I feel like Draisaitl could tie one on pretty good. German, right? So that's good.
Oilers have a chance for the division now, though. They're going to be taking this seriously.
It's a good point too.
Yeah.
All right, let's move down to the 6 p.m. time slot here. We have the New York Rangers against the Arizona State University Coyotes. Game itself is at Arizona State University. New York on the money line sitting at -192. Arizona State University Coyotes on the money line sitting at +160. Over/under sitting at 6. Over sitting at +102. The under -122. What do we always say? When the desert dogs are dogs in the desert, you take the desert dogs. Not in this fucking game. Okay, I'm sorry. Ryan might disagree, but the New York Rangers are going to beat the absolute fucking shit out of these goddamn Coyotes. You know, when like a dog's being bad and you give it a little fucking cup upside the head and it's sitting there and it's like, roof, roof. That's what we're going to see here. Okay, we're going to see Artemi Panarin with this big old fucking Russian dick swinging. He's going to hit this fucking Coyote in the head with his big old Russian cock, and these dogs are going to be sitting there timid as shit because the Rangers are the real deal. You guys might not agree with it. I know you haven't been as high on them as I have lately, but they're goddamn way better than the shitty Arizona team. So -192, I honestly think there's some value on the money line. A regulation play is obviously an option as well. You can probably find that at like -140. I'll be looking towards that. Over under 6. I'm going to take the over because it seems like every goddamn Coyotes game I've watched lately has gone over. Let me just do a quick little look here. Yeah, 8-4 against the Preds, 6-2 against the Blue Jackets, 4-2 Stars, like fucking 5-2 against the Stars. I feel like that this team is just letting in a lot of goals, and they do have some firepower. Logan Cooley had a hat trick the other day, so like, yeah, they can score some goals, but I like the over 6. If it was 6.5, it'd be a little weary. Over 6 +102. I think there's some value in that even at plus money.
Yeah, I would lean that way on the total. Over 6 +102. Rangers have been allowing a lot of shots and chances recently. We saw that in the third period of the Flyers game. I mean, 3 straight games have gone to overtime. They've been due for aggression. I'm not sure if it's going to come for them, but I can't back them here -190. I haven't bet the Coyotes either at +160, but I would lean that way. They have been playing better recently. They've been winning games recently. Win 2 in a row. 3 of their past 4, 5 of their past 7 here. So they're playing decent hockey. They're mostly healthy now. But yeah, the Rangers still have a lot to play for. First in the Metro, President's Trophy, all that stuff. So just leans to the over in the Coyotes.
And winning the President's Trophy means a lot in the East because that means you get to play the shit-ass team that finishes in the 8th
100%.
Which is as good as a bye week at this point. I mean, none of those teams are any good.
And you're not playing the Lightning.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Devils lost today. They're done, and that was the only good team that might have been a threat. So, yeah, the Rangers are definitely looking to finish in that spot, and they likely will because the Panthers keep losing games. The Bruins still have a chance. Yeah, both these teams. I don't have a bet on the side. I want both these teams to lose, so hopefully it doesn't go to a tie overtime. Rangers because I need some other teams to win the President's Trophy and the division, and the Coyotes because their win totals or point totals are back into play after their poor performance the past couple months. So yeah, the sweating those two things. I mean, them beating the Predators was not good at all. Yeah, I love the over. A lot of the reasons Talon said there, over 6 +102. We saw a great performance against the Avalanche defensively. At least they really did a good job bottling up McKinnon, and of course Shesterkin was elite. And I see no reason why it wouldn't be him playing in this one. But still, the over is the play for myself with the way both teams are playing. Inter-conference rivals, those tend to be a little bit more open. So yeah, give me the over 6.
I would like to throw one more play for this game. I forgot to say, okay, I have a prop bet here. I have an anytime goal scorer bet officially for my new guy. This is officially my guy. Anytime goal scorer, Alexander Lafreniere. Okay, that's my official new guy. I love this guy to death. I think he's probably the greatest first overall player to be drafted in the past 10 years. I think he's absolutely exceptional. I think he is better than probably, certain other players that were drafted first overall. And he's officially my guy. So I think if you're not betting him to score a goal this game, I don't know what it's sitting at. It's probably like plus 190, maybe even plus 210 or something like that. I think that Alexis Lafreniere will be putting the biscuit in the basket because he's officially a Talon Jenkins guy. All right, moving down to the 6 p.m. time slot here. We have the
wait. Is this just because he's not Yuri Slafkovsky, or
no?
What's going on here?
What the fuck? Why are you bringing up Slafkovsky, bro? I'm just saying this is my guy.
I don't get this bit.
What do you
I don't
mean?
know where this is coming from.
I'm sorry, it's not a bit. It's the real deal. Not everything's a joke, Joel. This is my guy.
Okay.
I thought you said he's going to have a disappointing career no matter what in the Discord.
No,
was it not you that said that?
No, I said that people are going to view him as having a disappointing career. I didn't say he's going to have a disappointing career. It's a difference.
Yeah, because he was he had he was one of the first players to ever be a waiver or a what's a word? He was able to play a league above.
In the W, Yeah. Well,
this guy was hyped as fuck. So
that doesn't matter because he's going to meet it because he's probably going to be. Let's face it, this guy. There's a chance this guy scores 70 goals a year in his career. Okay, so that's all I'm going to leave it at that. All right.
I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm sure it's funny.
So he is going to meet expectations, or he's not?
No. I'm just saying because people are going to expect him to get 80. Like, what are you guys even talking about?
Oh, okay. No,
I'm sorry. I just have my finger on the pulse. Okay, of the QMJHL.
Canadians Twitter.
We get it now.
You guys just don't have your finger on the pulse of the QMJHL like I do. Okay, but I'll tell you what, Alexander Lafreniere is probably better than like Wayne Gretzky times Mario Lemieux. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, move down to 6 p.m.
I think it's Alexis.
Fuck off, Joel. All right, he's French. I'm going to call him whatever the fuck I want to call him. Okay, move down to the 6 p.m. time slot. My Google just went off. I'm not talking to you, Google. I appreciate you though. When these AI overloads kill us, I don't want them to be mad at me. So I'm sorry, Google. I love you. Moving on to the 6 p.m. time slot, we have the Nashville Predators against the Colorado Avalanche. Game itself was in Colorado. Here, Nashville on the money line at plus 145. Avs on the money line at minus 175. Over under sitting at 6. Overpaid off minus 125. The under plus 105. Jolie, take this away from me, bro. I need a second to gather my thoughts and drink some wine.
Sure. Yeah. The Avalanche kind of stumbled a little bit. Got goalied up by Samuel Montembeault a couple of games ago. Lost that one 2-1. The Canadians are hot right now. I don't know. They're playing well, so good for them. But yeah, for this one, tough game against the Rangers. I didn't really watch much of it. A lot of stuff going on, but my understanding is it was fairly even. But Predators, that one was not even. They got blown out by the fucking Coyotes. Mm-hmm. You expected them to lose a game in regulation. What was that, like 17 games without dropping a point? Something crazy like that. Yeah, now after that loss, rebounding potentially plus 145, but going up the altitude with the Avalanche also needing to win because I don't think they want to play the Jets. I think they'd still rather play the 7 seed or the 8 seed than their divisional rival there. So definitely a lot to play for. Hopefully they get it going. Would like them to win the division or end of the President's Trophy, of course. But yeah, that's what I'm cheering for. But for the bet, give me over 6 minus 125. I think we get another open affair. Predators, their high octane offense is it's hit or miss sometimes, and then the goaltending is similar. But matchup with the Avalanche, I think we see both teams go back and forth in a fairly fluent and high octane game. So give me over 6 goals.
Yeah, I don't have much of this one. I probably would lean to over 6, but minus 125 is a bit juicy for me. Lean to the Preds as well, plus 145. Just not too impressed with the Avalanche recently. I had to come back against the Penguins and then losses to the Canadians and Rangers, but not strong enough to bet against the Avs here at home. I love betting on them at home, so I'm not going to do anything there. But just you guys see all the Avalanche people on Twitter whining about McKinnon not getting an assist because Lindgren put it in his own net, so that like his streak is gone now.
I know all the bettors who bet McKinnon for the Hart. I know they are. I don't know. I talk to them more than Avs fans, but yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. He's going for Gretzky's record. You do what you want. You do what you can to get them to change it up. But whatever, it doesn't really matter.
He's still
I get it. Like, let's face it, McKinnon's probably number 1 for the Hart. No, like there's no arguing about that. Sucks that he didn't keep that streak going because like that's sick. Like the fact that he even everyone's arguing about the fact that he didn't. Let's praise what he did because like that's fucking, what did he get? Like 39 games or something like that with a home point record. That's absolutely incredible. No?
What I will complain about, it was 35, I think, 5 short of the record. One thing I will complain about though is Coach Benner making McKinnon shoot third. Like that doesn't make any sense because there's a chance that he doesn't get to shoot, as would happen with the Rangers scoring twice. So McKinnon couldn't even shoot. You got your best goal scorer. I agree with that. Yeah, you got to play him in the first or the second shooter, not the third.
All right. For myself for this game here, boys, I don't know what you guys have heard, but the rumblings around the league is that head coach Andrew Burnett and GM of Nashville there, Barry Trotz, they recently, after that ass kicking they had against the Arizona State University Coyotes, they scheduled a concert to go see Coldplay. And then I heard that when everyone was really excited to go see Coldplay, they pulled the fucking chute. And you know what that tells us? That tells us that this goddamn Nashville Predators team is going to show the hell up against the Colorado Avalanche here. I love the Preds in this plus 145.
Is that an official Smelly at Friedman?
That's what Smelly at Friedman. I wasn't going to say, I don't know the guy that well, but so I don't want to give my sources, but we're in contact a little bit, you know what it is, and it's greasy Snapchat, right? Every now and then send me some Snapchat. He's sitting there on a beach with some chicks that look very underage. I wasn't going to say anything, but he was saying, this is what I heard, that they Smelly and Friedman, that there was a Coldplay concert scheduled, and that they pulled the fucking chute, which means these Preds are going to go undefeated headed into the playoffs. Love Nashville in this game, plus 145 on the road here. Team's been very good on the road. One little setback against the Yotes, realistically here, it's not the end of the deal, but this team has been playing some big fucking big dog hockey, and they are mean. They are talented. Roman Josi, shout out my boy Archer, because I feel like every time I bring up Roman Josi, he's the only one that agrees with me that this guy's an absolute fucking stud on the back end. Yes, other people agree with the two. He is, I know. But and then look at Upbrand. Ryan O'Reilly is having a sick fucking year. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think Ryan O'Reilly was a first-line center. I didn't. Okay, I thought he was he had the talent to. I think he would have been a little bit too old. But when he's in between, and what did he call Nyquist and Forsberg the other day? He was asked about. He's like, I'm stuck in between my two little Swedish meatballs. Love it. The fact that he said that's the camaraderie that you need going into the playoffs. And I think they're going to win this game, even if they don't. Based on that camaraderie, what I hear, I like what I'm seeing out of the Preds this year. So I'm going to take a flyer on them at plus 145 over under in this game. I'm leaning towards the under 6. Hopefully Saros can get his shit together and Georgiev cannot be a little Russian bitch.
I said on the last show Talon wasn't around, but I did say, what was it, 5 or 6 weeks ago, I said he wasn't a top 3 defenseman. And ever since then, he's a top 3 defenseman.
Exactly.
Killing it. Yeah, he's getting bet to fuck for the Norse now, 16-1, I think I saw him the lowest. And I think
Archer got 20-1 earlier today, he said.
Yeah.
I think he's still 30 out there at Canby Books.
Damn.
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, so that's not bad. I think he's about as likely as Makar to win at this point. And you can actually, some of the odds are they have Makar the same as the field. So you get everyone against Quinn Hughes for the same price as betting Makar. So if you think Makar still has a solid shot, then go with that one. Because Josi is starting to be live.
I got to say, Roman Josi probably ate scallops for dinner tonight. That's how big of a beauty he is. Thank you, Dad.
And the Preds would play the Canucks right now in the first round. I'd give the Preds kind of an edge there, I think, how Vancouver's playing.
100%.
Canucks would love that. Canucks
dominate the
Predators historically.
Fuck the Canucks. Shit.
All right. We're brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bets revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. So stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
All right, heading down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Buffalo Sabres. Game itself is in Buffalo here, Leafs on the money line sitting at minus 162. Sabres on the money line at plus 136. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over playing off minus 102. The under minus 118. Mr. Ryan Gilbert, I'm going to toss this one your way, my man. Sabres on the second night of a back-to-back. They won tonight, right? They beat the Devils 5-2. How do you think this game plays out?
Yeah, Buffalo, big comeback win tonight against the Devils. Got the over there. Tage Thompson scoring 4 goals. Got a second empty netter to get over 6.5 here. But I don't think they keep it going here against the Leafs. It's rare that Talon does not take a Leafs game, and that's because I'm heavy on the Leafs tomorrow. I love the Leafs here. I think I saw, could Mitch Marner be playing, or I saw he had some quotes or something. I'm not sure if
he's back, not playing. He's not playing.
All right, whatever.
His quotes were fucked up, but whatever.
All right. Still, without him, they've been good. Austin Matthews played well last game, even though he was questionable. Good call on his shots on goal total. Their talent, but yeah, love the Leafs here. Minus 162 is a bit steeper than I got, but I'd still take them there. I think around minus 144 is still out there on FanDuel. If you're watching live, go get that because Buffalo's not going to win here on a back-to-back against the Leafs. They had a back-to-back last week in Seattle. They won 6-2. Then lost in Vancouver 3-2, only had 17 shots. Not good on back-to-backs overall this season. So I like Toronto to go down into Buffalo and get this done here, minus 162. Then a slight lean to the over 6.5 at minus 102. I think it will be UPL in net after Devin Levi started tonight for the Sabres. But either way, I see this game kind of going back and forth with the Leafs coming out on top.
The Leafs are good at stomping Metro shitty teams, but that doesn't really apply to the Pacific Division. So that's why I'm scared away from this. I know the Leafs are playing really well lately, and that the Sabres are very inconsistent. They show up in weird spots. And anyway, I would lean towards the Sabres. Wait to see where this line goes. I do like that it's going to be Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who has been one of the better goalies this second half of the season. So, yeah, I lean to the Sabres. Haven't bet it yet. And even with Luukkonen in net, I lean to the over 6.5. The Leafs goaltending is also inconsistent. And they still have a lot of firepower. And they got to get the power play going, but still a lot of good goal scorers in the team. And yeah, so lean to the over 6.5. Lean to the Sabres. Haven't bet either yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet the Leafs in this game. I'm not saying you should bet the Leafs in this game though, because Buffalo always seems to have Toronto's number. I will never forget this, dude. The first 3 Leaf games I ever went to when I was a kid, maybe from 9 to 12 or some shit like that, they were all against Buffalo, it seemed like, and they lost every goddamn time. And still to this day, the Sabres just show up against the Leafs, man. You look at the record, against each other since 2019, it's 8-4-2 in favor of the Sabres here. Shit, dude. Yeah, the Leafs should win this game. Buffalo in the second half of back-to-back. Of course, Toronto should win this game. And let's face it, minus 162, there's some value there, man. So, yes, that's probably the best play, but I'm just going to put this nugget out there. This team has a funny way of just shitting the bed against the Sabres. And part of it is Buffalo shows up, but part of it is just Toronto just never seems to show up against the Sabres. Now, with that being said, Ryan touched on it. I love the Matthew shots on goal props as of late. Yeah, I think he's got 17 shots on goal in his last 3 games or something stupid like that. More than that, probably pushing 19. So if it's sitting at 4.5, there's some value on that. Jared fucking McCann. Jesus Christ, dude. This is awesome. Guys just putting pucks on net too. So look for him for shots on goals. And one other thing I want to throw out here. I love my boy fucking... What am I doing here? Simone Benoit. I love it, dude. It's a 3-year deal for the guy, $1.35 million. I'm sorry, I'm going a bit of a homer take here, but I just love to see
deal.
It is a good deal, right? And this guy wasn't qualified by Anaheim last year. And keep in mind, players coming from Anaheim, let's face it, they're not a strong defensive team, so you can't look at their numbers. But he's been a valued asset for this. Some other franchises might laugh at it, but it's a good signing for the Leafs. So happy to see that. Over under in this game. Let's lean towards the over. Even though without Mitch Marner, Max Domi has looked so fucking good on this first line with Austin Matthews here. The setup, this guy's a setup player, right? So when he has actually somebody to set the puck up to, he plays well. Tyler Bertuzzi has been scoring. I think he's got something stupid, 7 goals in his last 12 games or something like that. He's finally starting to find his place right in time for playoffs here. And then William Nylander is capable of driving a line on his own. He's good for a couple shots on goal too. So take what you want out of that. Lean in the Leafs, lean in a lot of props, lean in the over. Let's go.
Sabres are 3-8 on no days rest, including 0-6 after a win.
Intriguing. Well, make it a Buffalo shutout because that's just how this shit fucking works. You're gonna win like 4-0. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We have the Carolina Hurricanes against the Montreal Canadiens. Game itself is in Montreal. Carolina on the money line sitting at -258. Montreal on the money line at +210. The Habitant Bleu Blanc et Rouge in Montreal. Carolina on the puck line at -1.5 sitting at +100. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off -108. The under -112 here. Carolina is the real deal, yo. We talked about this a little bit in the Discord. Frederik Andersen has been unreal. I'm seeing Korchekov is expected to start this game. Hasn't been confirmed, so keep an eye out for that. Either way, 2 great goalies in between the pipes for Carolina here. They're both playing exceptionally well. But the Canes are the real fucking deal, man. 21-12-3 on the road this year. The Habs are on a 3-game winning streak, though. So be careful for Montreal, another team that maybe peaks at the end of the year. But yeah, I'm going to go with Carolina here. Puck line, I don't love at -1.5. Maybe look for like a Carolina team total. What's that? Probably sitting like 3.5 or something. Don't really love that either, actually. So I don't know. Maybe like Carolina regulation like -200. Just get minimum value over under in this game. I'm leaning towards the under a little bit. Goaltending's been great for Carolina. Montembeault, as much as I don't like him, he has been, formidable in between the pipes there for the Habs. And then you know what? If I'm going to go a Lafreniere anytime goal scorer, I'm just going to not be a dick. Give me my boy Slav, not on goals. Give me a Slavkovsky point, okay? So maybe you can find him. I don't know if it's at 1.5 points. I don't love that. But if you can get like at least like a -160 on 1 point for Slavkovsky, I'm going to be leaning towards that.
Yeah, that's a good prop there. I bet him last game to get a point against the Flyers, and now is a point in 9 straight games. So it's a good bet there. And I might lean that way in this one. Canadians +210. They have been playing well. Three good wins in a row at Seattle, at Colorado, then at home against the Flyers. Carolina's been, more up and down recently, but I can't trust them -258, especially against a Habs team that's playing well right now. They got St. Louis back behind the bench and haven't lost since. I know it's only been 2 games. Caden Primo's been good in net. Montembeault's also been great. So yeah, I love the under 6 here. It's my best play. Under 6 -112. I'm kind of shocked it's not at 5.5, given how these teams aren't too great offensively and they're great defensively and great in net. So love the under 6 here at -112. To lean to the Habs, and I might end up betting +1.5 at -120 because Carolina tends to not pull away from teams.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have much to add to that. I agree with everything Ryan said.
What about what I said?
No, you like the Hurricanes at -200 or something. Regulation.
No, all right. Fuck you, bro. Moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot, we got the Chicago Blackhawks against the Philadelphia Flyers. Game itself is in Philly here. Chicago on the money line sitting at +200. Flyers on the money line at -245. Over under sitting at 6. Overpaid off -102. The under -118 here. Philly on the puck line at -1.5, sitting at +105. Mr. Gilbert, what are your thoughts here, man? What do you think is going to go down?
You guys, the Flyers got a new goalie now. Ivan Fedotov has come over from the KHL, the 6'7", 6'8" goalie. 6'8", I believe, is the tallest goalie
he's huge
in the NHL. He's huge. His pads go up pretty much to the crossbar there. He's not going to play yet, but he's the backup now. They sent down Samstrom, so could get into some action this season.
Are you okay with that, or would you rather see him like start a game or two in Lee Valley and then come up? Like, what are as a Flyers fan, like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I guess I'd rather see him start a game or two in the AHL, but I'm not sure if that would be allowed given that the Flyers have used other call-ups, I think. So it would have to be on emergency. So I don't know if there's a contractual issue, but also like the Flyers just need league average goaltending. They have not gotten that. They just need league average from Fedotov, he's not a kid. He's 27. We thought he was going to be stuck in Russia. He was one of the best goalies in the KHL for Team Russia. So I'm hoping that he gets into some action. He's eligible for the playoffs, so he could go on a brick wall run there in net with his big size. And yeah, for this one, Flyers 3 straight just frustrating losses. They've outplayed all 3 of their opponents. Lost against the Panthers, Rangers, and then in Montreal where they had 2 goals called off the board. So yeah, I think they come home here and just absolutely blast the Blackhawks, pound the Blackhawks, if you will, here. So give me the puck line +105. Flyers team total. Flyers race to 4, race to 5. I think it's going to be blow them out of the building here. So yeah, Flyers puck line and a lean to the over.
Yeah, once again, I agree with all that concerning the side. However, I think I'm going to go with the under here. Blackhawks, we know about how terrible they are on the road. I mean, they did win on the road again, so we have 2 wins since was it November 8th on the road. But they had to come back from behind. They're down 4-0 to the Sharks, and they won that one like a minute into overtime. So they had to come back from 4 goals down just to beat the Sharks, the worst team in the league. So
that was the quality over quantity game Talon had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was?
Was I right on that?
You were right. The quality of the Blackhawk was bigger than the quantity of the Sharks.
Big cocks over 2 shark dicks.
Yeah. Fish sticks, if you will. Give me the under though, because the Blackhawks just have trouble scoring. Except against the aforementioned Sharks. I know Bedard is elite, but he's pretty much it. I mean, he's got a kind of a good bond with Kurashev. Actually, they're forming a nice little partnership there. And Jason Dickinson somehow. He has I don't remember the stat, unfortunately, but he has somehow a positive plus-minus on the Blackhawks, Jason Dickinson. So he's doing the Lord's work somehow in Chicago, where everyone else is getting swarmed and fucked over. So Jason Dickinson, somebody made a case that he should be down the ballot. Selke.
Oh, fuck off. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's just nonsense. Yeah, give me the under 6. That's the point. And the Flyers... and by margin, -1.5.
Dude gets a hat trick against the Leafs, and apparently he's a Selke player. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Nobody even know who he was. Jesus Christ. Yeah, love Philly over here in this fight. I'm with Ryan here. -1.245 is a lot of juice here. Puck line, don't really love. Maybe a regulation look here. I'm with Joel on this. I love the under in this game all day long. Neither of these teams can fucking score goals, dude. Chicago's 32nd in the league, dead last, averaging 2.18 goals or 4 per game, and Philly's 24th, averaging 2.89. Yes, I understand that Chicago, their goals allowed per game isn't great, but Peter Mrazek isn't actually playing bad. Like, this guy's getting hung out to dry left, right, and center, but he's actually having a decent year.
It is Soderblom tomorrow. Soderblom.
It's Soderblom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stick with it here. Ryan, I'm sorry, and I don't mean to say this for anything mean, but I just don't see the Flyers as like an offensively juggernaut type of team, even playing against a team as shitty as the Blackhawks here. So the under 6, I think, is a slight, not a greatly better lean, but a slightly better lean here. And then but with that being said, give me the Flyers to win this game here. I'm looking for something sexy in this. I'm trying to find something. Neither team really gets a lot of shots on goals. Chicago's sitting at 29th in the league. Actually, Philly does.
Flyers fucking pepper the goalie.
They're 3rd in the league when it comes to shots on goals here. So I was going to say maybe take the under on shots, but I'm going to retract that. Maybe
under
just
Blackhawk shots.
Under Black, yeah.
Yeah, if you can find that, maybe that's a good look. You're right. Philly doesn't give up a lot of shots, too. They're 2nd in the league. So that's probably the best bet right there. Flyers under the number on shots on goals prop bet. I like that a lot. See, when the 3 of us put our heads together, we can make some magic happen. All right. I like that a lot.
Blackhawks shots on goal team total under. You said Flyers. Or Flyers saves under, if you want to go that way.
Either way. Whatever.
Yeah.
In soccer, you can bet the spread on like corners and shots on goal. So maybe one day we'll get a spread for hockey shots on goal. You can bet Flyers -10.5 shots against.
That would be wicked, bro. I would be all fucking over that.
We can get that up on cut. Just go to kutt.com.
Oh, yeah. All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Boston Bruins against the Washington Capitals. Game itself is in Washington here, not in Virginia, not in Maryland, although the owner wants it to be. But this game is in D.C., baby. Boston, the money line sitting at -166. Caps on the money line at +140. Over under sitting at 5.5. Over paying off -112. The under -108. We talked about this a little bit before we started recording here. We were saying who has the balls to take the Caps in this game. You know what? I got the balls, baby, because the goddamn Boston Bruins, I'm not going to say they're struggling. I just think they're not showing up. I think there's a difference to that. And even who's their head coach? What's that motherfucker's name?
Montgomery.
Yeah. Montgomery called them out the other day. He's like, the boys, what do you say? They're not ready. And they were talking about playoffs and shit. This team has to get their fucking goddamn act together. And Washington Capitals, even though they just got their tits lit against Toronto the other night, they're a team that can fucking show up here. Home record 20-11-5, which is absolutely incredible. Bruins are 19-8-9 on the road, which sounds good, but what did Ryan teach us last year? Overtime losses don't mean fucking tits. He's still goddamn lost when it comes to gambling, baby. So they're barely a 500 team when it comes to away record. Caps are fucking positive at home. Absolutely love them. Played some good hockey lately. Ovi's been... Alex Ovechkin's slap shot is still the best in the game. I don't care what anybody says. No, this guy took a lot of shit lately. But yeah, love the Caps here. Plus 140. I think there's some value for them at home. The Bruins are the better team. The Bruins should win this game. Doesn't mean the Bruins are going to win this game. Over 5.5. I absolutely love that play at -112 here. Yes, Swayman's been an absolute dog. Yes, Lindgren's been great. But are you kidding me? How come every time I look at Bruins game, it's at 5.5? Give me the fucking over. Are you regurgitating information that isn't correct? Give me the -112 at the over.
Yeah, I got the Caps here at +140. I don't know how they keep doing it, but just keep winning games, staying in the playoff race, staying in a playoff spot. Yeah, they've won 6 of their past 8 games. Only losses came to the Leafs at home and then in Toronto.
Best team in the world. What do you expect?
Yeah, and as Talon astutely pointed out, yeah, Bruins are barely 500 on the road, 19-17 there. Washington is 20-16 at home. So, yeah, I'll take +140 here. Boston on the third game in 4 nights after being down in Florida and Tampa Bay on a back-to-back. They got outplayed in both games, it looks like, but they did win in Florida. So, yeah, Washington has a dog +140. Slightly into the under, but not going to bet the total.
I won't be regurgitating anything that Talon said because I'm going with the Boston Bruins.
You know what that makes you? That makes you something.
A eunuch or
you're wearing
a woman?
Card, Joel.
Well, you said you need balls to bet the Capitals, and I'm not betting the Capitals, so I guess that makes me a woman.
I don't fucking know. Just do whatever, bro.
Yeah. Give me the Bruins here. -166. I think that's a good price to pay. Just a better team. Capitals, I don't believe in their win streak or whatever. They're playing better than they were earlier in the season, but it's still not great hockey. They're getting outshot in every game. Charlie Lindgren isn't even as good as he was looking about a month ago. That same could be true for Swayman, though. He's kind of had a little rough stretch of games here, but either way, give me the Bruins. Lean to the under, though.
Okay, let's get away from this quickly. Moving on to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Game I was in Columbus here. Pittsburgh on the money line sitting at -170. Jackets on the money line at +142. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off -112. The under -108. Dude, this game is a fucking train wreck, man. Like. Penguins realistically should win this game. I'm going to bet the Penguins simply because of the fact they have Sidney Crosby. But, like, the fact that we're even questioning whether the fucking Penguins are going to beat the Jackets here, it's just it's a disgrace to everything that is Canadian hockey. And, Brian, you might not get this, but, Jolie, I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from here. This is an absolute joke. And I hope so much more for Sid. And dude, Columbus on a 6-game losing streak, and we're still even hesitant, or maybe you guys aren't, but I'm still even a little weary to just go balls to the wall on Pittsburgh here. But I'm going to do it. I'll throw $100 down on the Penguins on this game. It's going to happen, -170. Over under 6.5. Fuck, man. Again, I feel like totals, I've been so just no like proper intel here, but like I want to lean to the under because I know that Tristan Jarry is an absolute killer. He's been fine this year. He hasn't been the problem. And Elvis Merzlikins has been goddamn horseshit. But there's been times I've seen this motherfucker show up here, man. Let me look at a little look here. The one thing I want to see. Oh, fuck. Never mind. I was going to look towards division records, but Columbus is 4-14-3. Dude, take the Penguins any which way possible. Disregard everything I said. Penguins puck line, Penguins money line, Penguins of regulation, Sidney Crosby goal scorer. Fucking any which way you can bet Pittsburgh in this game. Bet the Penguins. Penguins team total. Columbus is going to get their shit pumped. They stink.
Yeah, the fact that this line is pretty much identical to Bruins Capitals shows how far the Penguins have fallen. I saw an article this week on The Athletic, though, about how Columbus has just been like one of the worst franchises in the league. Since they came into the league, they have the worst point percentage in the entire league. I think it's under 500 easily.
That's not fair, though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because expansion rules were way fucking different.
The Wild have been successful. They came in the league the same time.
Successful at losing the first round.
Well, they have a decent point percentage, I'm sure. They at least make the playoffs and didn't have fucking.
It's a good point.
Didn't have Kekalainen. They should have cut Kekalainen 5 years ago. They should have given him a decade.
I would throw the Wild as what's that word? An anomaly, I guess, because back in the day with expansion, like teams didn't have the benefit of the doubt like they do with like Vegas and Seattle. I'm sorry, but continue.
It's been almost 25 years. It's been 2 decades. Like there's plenty of time there to do something. I was gonna say relocate Columbus, but like when that team's going, that arena's buzzing. So they just need to get good ownership in there, good GM, and get something going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just saw this game in Pittsburgh. Penguins won 3-2. Penguins just beat the Hurricanes. They got something going. So not betting the side, but I do like the under 6.5 at -108. Ned's been good in net for Pittsburgh. Tarasov's been okay for Columbus. So yeah, under 6.5, -108.
Talon is right. The fact that this line is under $2 when the Penguins are playing the Blue Jackets, it's a total disrespect by the market, by the odds makers against the country of Canada. Because Sidney Crosby captains this team, and they are not getting the respect that they deserve. They fucking hate Canadians. So we're going
America.
Yeah, this is a Canada game. We're going Penguins all the way here. I bet them in the last one at home. They're like -225. So why not on the road too? But you know what's even better? The Blue Jackets will score first, and then they'll fucking lose. Like every fucking game in the Blue Jackets. Like every time, man. This team must be setting a record or something. It happens every fucking game. They score first, then they lose. So just wait for the Penguins in the middle of the game, then bet them, I guess. But either way, love the Penguins here. And the under 6.5, but that kind of goes against my betting from behind theory because that implies that there will be a few goals. But still lean to the under 6.5. But give me the Penguins all day long. -170. Let's fucking go.
Our boy Doug Reed in the chat just made a great point. This is the first night of a home spot for these two teams to play this game in Pittsburgh and the next game on Saturday. Oh, wait,
no, this is the second half.
This is the second half of a home here. And the Pittsburgh Penguins won 3-2 because you know what?
Yeah, and you know what happened in that game? The Blue Jackets were ahead, and the Penguins won.
Yeah, but you know why? Because I've never seen a fucking American be good at killing penguins before. But you know what? I bet a couple penguins have eaten some fucking Americans because you dumb fucks keep going up there to Alaska and shit. And you know what? These little penguins will fucking chomp you to bits because you guys are little bitches. How do you like that, Gilbert? Hey, look at me. Look at me when I'm chomping you. Look at me when I'm chomping you.
I have no pride for my country. It's okay.
What a loser.
You come down here, Joel. Go ahead. Come down here.
Joel, let's go to America.
I got pride in my country.
Joel, you and I, let's go to the States. Let's do a States tour. We'll just get fucked up and make fun of everybody.
Burn the White House down again?
Oh, 1812 all over again, baby. Like, we'll wear shirts to just say Canada 1812 and just walk there.
Liberate Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, that's pretty Crosby. All right, there's no. Okay, let's keep moving. I thought, whatever. What are we doing? My bad. Next game on the docket, we're not even down to 7 o'clock. What the fuck? We got the New York Islanders against Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa. Islanders the money line sitting at +330. Bolts on the money line at -115. Over under sitting at 6.5. Overpaying up +102. The under -122. Dude, I fucking love the Lightning so goddamn much these past couple games. They've been absolutely sick. They're 8-1-1 in their past 10 games. Everybody was sitting there shitting on the Lightning. Somebody wasn't, though. Somebody was saying to look out for them, but who listens to this guy? Ooh, whatever. Anyways, love Tampa in this game at -155 here. I think they're going to beat the absolute piss out of them. Their home record is unbelievable. 22-9-4. Islanders are 15-16-5 on the road. Absolutely shit. Love Tampa -155. That's such a beautiful play. Holy shit. Over under in this game. I'm seeing Varlamov is confirmed. We got a Russian goalie off, baby. What do we know when we got 2 fucking Russian studs, Varlamov and Vasilevsky? What do the names start with V? What is the fucking Roman numeral for 5? V. This is going to be a 5-goal game here, okay? So under 6.5 minus 122 is the best goddamn play. Tampa Bay is going to win this fucking game. Love that so goddamn much.
Yeah, I mentioned Vegas is a team that's turning it on at the right time, and so is Tampa Bay. They won 7 of their past 8 games, and since January 9th here, they are 21-8-2. So they've been great now for almost 3 full months here. So Lightning are turning it on at the right time. Love them here, minus 155. Vasilevsky seems to be pretty healthy now after having a tough go in the first half, and the Islanders
look out, man.
Can't score too many goals. So I do also like the under 6.5 and minus 122 there.
The HGP Army must be betting because the Lightning line moved from minus 155 to minus 162. Moving lines here on the pod. Yeah, I would agree with you guys, but I've got a new rule. I'm not betting no more fucking Islanders games, man. Like, when I bet on them to win, they lose. When I bet on them to lose, they win. For like the past fucking 20 games, seems like.
Bet on them to win, then.
Yeah, to help you guys out. But yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying about the Lightning and all that. They need the over 6.5, though. I think that we could see some goals in this one. No, we know how the Lightning are, especially when they're losing. I mean, these are 2 coaches that love to pull the goalie with like 5-6 minutes left, so we could get some.
Who doesn't? Right? You're just by yourself. You're just giving it a little pull. Who doesn't love pulling the goalie? You know what I mean? You like that one, Gilbert?
It was all right.
All right. Let's move down here. We got what time? 7 o'clock again. I'm going off the screen here, Ryan. This is going 7 o'clock. We got the Sens versus the Jets. Game itself is in beautiful. It's summertime. Beautiful, gorgeous Winnipeg here. Ottawa on the money line sitting at plus 155. Winnipeg on the money line at minus 185. Over under sitting at 6. Over paid off minus 112. The under minus 118. We talked about this the other day in the Discord. This is the goddamn time of year where the fucking Sens show up and remind everybody just how, we have potential. We could be a real deal. We're going to make the fucking playoffs next year. Ooh. Guess what? You're not. You fucking suck. But with that being said, you're going to win this goddamn game because the Jets are like 0 in their last like 4 or 5 or some shit like this. They've been a good team at home this year traditionally, but the Sens have been showing up lately, and it's just the bias, man. I want to know the record of Ottawa versus Canadian teams because I feel like they beat the fucking shit out of the Leafs every time they play. I feel like they beat up the Habs every time they play, and those are division teams. So interesting to find that stat. With that being said, love Ottawa plus 154 here. Hate the Sens. Hate everything about them. Hate their guts. Hate their fans. Hate their city. Hate the fucking casinos are pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Actually, not in Ottawa, in Quebec. There, fuck Ottawa. University sucks. Transit system sucks. Their street lights are sideways, green, yellow, red. They're sideways, not vertical. Fuck those guys. But with that being said, love the Sens in this game. Plus 155 over under in this game. Leaning towards the over because actually I don't know. I hate a side here when it comes to over under. I'm sorry, boys. Do whatever you disregard everything I said. Listen to these fucking nerds.
I agree there with the Sens plus 154. Jets have lost 6 in a row. We saw the Jets fade late last season. We're seeing that again here after, they look like they were the real deal there for a while. Maybe they still are. They still have 10 games or so to turn it around. But I think the Sens, as Talon always says, this is the time when they're getting everyone hyped up for the offseason for next season. So yeah, plus 154 I think is a good price. And then I do lean to the under, but only slightly.
Yeah, I am not going to argue with anything you guys are saying. Jets are not playing great hockey. They're a better team than Vegas, and they got the goalie in that one. So maybe they're a desperate team here. They don't take the Sens lightly. They need an easy win, but plus 154 is just a little bit too disrespectful considering that the Senators are actually playing some decent hockey lately. Finally, too late as always, but. Anyway, getting some decent goaltending from Corpusal finally as well. So yeah, I like the Sens and maybe the under 6. This isn't the Sens of the first half of the season where it's just full metal hockey, just 4-3, 5-4 games all the time. So under and the Sens for me.
I gotta say, our boy Doug Reed had a brilliant comment when it came to our last game, talking about the Penguins and the Blue Jackets. You brought up the point that Penguins wear tuxedos, not Blue Jackets.
That's Doug Galletich right there. That's Doug Galletich.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
Shout out Doug Reed. He's always in the chat throwing out like rest stats. He's always commenting when he's not in the chat. So shout out to you, Doug.
That's beautiful. I absolutely love it. All right. Moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We have the San Jose Sharks against the St. Louis Blues. San Jose on the money line sitting at plus 270. Blues on the money line at minus 340. Oh my God. St. Louis on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at minus 122. The over-under sitting at 6, over paying off minus 110. The under minus 110. This is fucked up. Like, should the Blues win this game? Yes. Should the Sharks lose every game going forward? Probably. Do any of us feel confident betting the Blues at minus 340? No. I'm sorry, dude. I think St. Louis is going to win this game, but I can't bring myself to do it. The puck line for the Blues, even at minus 122, I don't know. You know what, man? Give me the Sharks. Plus 270 here. Like, I know this seems like a stupid play. You can look at numbers and shit, and it'll all go against it here. But sometimes when a team is favored that goddamn much that isn't a great team, what does Professor Joel say? Probably something stupid. I don't know. I skipped his class. But I'm going to take the dog here at plus 270. I think there's some more value in here. It's hockey. It's a parity-driven league here. And I don't think the Blues should be favored by minus 340. So I'm going to be taking the Sharks at plus 270. Who do they have? Alex Barabanov, goal scorer, or early shots on goals. That's my boy. Let's go. Over-under in this game. I want to lean towards the under. I don't know if Jones, or not Jones, Binnington will be playing, though. Who's the backup in St. Louis these days? Do you even know?
Hofer.
Oh, I'm not big on Joel Hofer. I know
a lot of
Professor
people are.
Yeah, I'm not too big on him, so I'm going to lean towards the over here, man. You know, at 6, the push is in play here. I know a lot of people think he's the second coming of Jesus since their other backup that went to Detroit, Ville Husso, but I don't believe in either of them, so I'm going to lean the over. That's my big play for this game, but also give me the Sharks plus 270.
I finally did it last night. I made money betting on the Blues against the Flames. They got outplayed, but won that one 5-3. I might do it again.
Big surprise.
What, the Flames losing?
Both. That's typical. I'm glad I didn't bet that one. The Blues getting outplayed and winning, and the Flames outplaying the opponent and losing.
Yeah.
Story of the last 2 seasons.
Very typical there. I don't have any bets on this game currently, but I am kind of talking myself into the Blues puck line. Sharks are 115-3. Since February 17th. They're tanking at the right time here to get that worst record in the league. And most of those losses happened by at least 2 goals. I think I counted them up before. It was either 12 or 13 of those 18 losses. And the Blues can run up the score if they want to. So if you bet aside, take the Blues on the puck line.
Can't argue with any of that. The Sharks hit the eject button about 3 weeks ago. Not at all a good team. And now they don't have any kind of will to survive. They're just giving up, just on the hospital bed, just pull the fucking cord already. And the Blues will be there to help the job along, help them die. So yeah, the Blues should win this. Oh, then again, even the last game, the Wild only beat the Sharks by 2 on an empty netter late in the game. So you never know when the Sharks could show up here. So it's not guaranteed or anything. But
Sharks plus 1.5.
No, definitely not. No, I'd rather do the Blues here, but I didn't bet this one. But if I had to, I would lay the minus 1.5.
You watch it. You guys are all fucked, man. Like, St. Louis is going to be the entire world except for Sweden, and the Sharks are going to be all up in there, babies. You guys are both fucked. All right, moving on to the 10 p.m. time slot here. We have the Dallas Stars against the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle here. Dallas on the money line sitting at minus 175. Kraken on the money line at plus 145. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 115. The under minus 105. Dallas Stars are the goddamn real deal, bro. This team is fucking wicked. Every time I watch them, like, I feel like every time I bet them, I kind of get shafted a little bit. But whenever I watch them play, I'm like, these guys are fucking unbelievable at hockey. Like, look at the lines they have matched up, dude. Stankoven's been awesome. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin are actually playing fucking great hockey. Nicholas Robinson's great. Fuck him. Use that Finnish guy they had that lit up the playoffs last year.
Rupe Hintz.
He's been absolutely not a great year for him, but you know he shows up at this time of the year come playoffs here, man. And their defensive core is arguably one of the top defensive. Like, if you play like top 6 players, arguably the best in the fucking league here, man. Love Dallas in this game. Questions about Ottinger as of late. He's been better. if Wedgwood isn't playing, I got full confidence Jake Ottinger. So minus 175, bit of juice. I think that's the best play here. Seattle has a tendency to keep it close though, man. So maybe even hedge yourself out a bit here. I'm not a big Ryan guy. I'm not a big Sonic guy, but maybe even take Dallas minus 175. Maybe even take Seattle plus 1.5. And this game goes to overtime or a 1-goal game or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Over under Tuffy at 6. Leaning under. I think we see like a 3-2 final here, maybe like a 2-2 overtime game or something.
Yeah, Ottinger has been better recently. Only 2 goals against or fewer in 4 straight starts. Seattle has not been good. Of course, back-to-back wins, but those were against the Ducks, one of the other worst teams in the league we talked about. Before that, they lost 8 in a row. So I love Dallas here, minus 175. I've been kicking myself because I told myself mid-February I'm going to take the Stars for the division after they get through this tough schedule, stretching the schedule. And I didn't, so I'm stuck holding my Jets tickets that have no chance of getting here. It's the Stars and the Avs going down for it, and I think the Stars get it done here tonight or tomorrow night. Minus 175 in Seattle. They're decent on the road, 24-9-5. Seattle only 16-6 at home. So I see Dallas winning and a lean to the under 6. Yeah, because Ottinger's been good and Seattle cannot score.
Once again, I have no issue with anything either of you guys are saying since we're all on the Stars here. No issue. I don't think the Stars have the best defensive depth. I mean, Heiskanen makes up for a lot of that.
Are you kidding me?
But I got to look at the lines, but I know Chris Tanev being on there, he helped a lot. That's why I decided to bet them.
They still have Ryan Suter in the lineup. So like that, exactly. They can't have that. I think Vegas is better when they're healthy.
Thomas Harley has been unfucking real this year. Asa Lindell,
third line.
Fucking Nick Lundqvist. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I think you guys are underrating this defense.
The Knights got Noah Hannafin. Like, no one's even mentioned him since then.
Okay, you're right. The Knights are probably the best. Maybe I shouldn't have said the best in the league, but I would arguably put Dallas maybe top 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll give you top 10 now that they have Chris Tanev, but
go fucking suck my 10-inch cock.
Well, their strength is up front. Their forward group is insane. Like the 4 lines, like they have 7 20-goal scorers, and Stankoven, if you played the whole year with Stars, would be 8, and no other team has more than 5. So that just shows the depth of talent they have, the balanced scoring. That's another reason why I love them in the playoffs. Hopefully they fall just short of the division. We can still hold out hope for the Avs tickets. Probably not going to happen. Stars have an easier schedule, but they do have to play the Jets and the Avs. So some potential for things to get funny down the stretch. But yeah, for this game, I bet the Stars, and I think they keep rolling here. And the lean to the over though with the way. Actually, no, you're right. Ottinger has been playing better lately, so I'm not touching the total, but give me the Stars all night long.
I have a real problem with you guys fucking shitting on fucking Ryan Suter. Okay, I'm just gonna say that.
Did you see him in the playoffs last year?
That's great. That's fine.
He's bad, man.
No, you guys are fucking retarded.
He's washed up.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Regurgitated. You guys
are regurgitated.
Oh, wow.
At least it's not in the first 5 minutes.
It's not in the first 76 minutes, so we're good.
Anyone who complained about it long turned us off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Glory.
Sorry.
I hope this guy wins the Conn Smythe. You guys, that's not going to happen. That's regurgitation. Moving on the 10 p.m. time slot. We got Los Angeles Kings against Calgary Flames. Game was in Calgary here. LA at the money line at minus 148. Flames at the money line at plus 124. Over under sit at 5.5. Overpaid out minus 115. The under minus 105. Jolie, will you please finish us off on this goddamn fucking 15-game slate? That feels like it's taken forever.
Well, was this the last game? Before we started the show here, the Kings were, what do I have here? They were minus 140.
Yeah,
48.
On the show sheet, they're minus 148, and right now they're minus 162.
Well,
are you kidding me?
They were going to be my lock, but apparently so does the market. They like the Kings quite a bit here. So even minus 162, I can only look towards the Kings. Flames coming after, they suck. I mean, they lost to the fucking Blackhawks and the Blues, of course. I mean, They get shots on goal, whatever, but then they're not even playing Markstrom barely, and they're not getting saves. Their defense sucks. Yeah, the Flames are pretty much just a better version of the Sharks at this point. They hit the eject button. They're playing some young guys. Maybe they can get things going that way, but I'm not counting on it. Kings off a loss. I like that. I like them to win this game, even now at minus 162. And the total, we got an over team against an under team. I don't really want anything to do with it. So just the Kings side for myself.
Yeah, I mean, Kings there. The market's been moving, as we just mentioned. Minus 162 is still fine. This used to be a rivalry, but Kachuk's gone now. Flames suck. Flames are out of the playoffs. Kings are working towards the playoffs here. Yeah. So Kings minus 162 with I guess a lean to the over.
Love LA in this game. What do we know about the Los Angeles Kings? It's that they cannot for the life of them beat the Edmonton Oilers. And they just got their ass kicked by the Oilers. Well, now what's the best thing after that? Might as well beat the shit out of the other fucking Alberta team because we can't beat the Oilers. Love the Kings beating up on the Flames here. I think the Flames are on like a 5-game losing streak or some shit like this. I think Jolie touched on it. They mailed it in. They're done. Stick a fork in them. Dustin Wolf or Spencer Wolf? Dustin Wolf? It's Dustin.
Dustin.
Right? Dustin.
You're thinking of Spencer Martin or
Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight is
what what happened to him? He's still in rehab.
You can't say that. Remember the Columbus guys? They got in trouble. You can't say that, Joel. Dustin Wolf, I stand by it. It's too small to be an NHL goalie, man. Every time I see this guy getting scored on, it's from goals that wouldn't have went in if he had been like maybe 3 or 4 inches a year. And I know he was great in the AHL. You know who else won AHL goalie of the year? Fucking Garrett Spark, bro. So I'm sorry. I wanted to like this guy. I can't. He's playing a lot of games for them here. LA Kings are going to beat the fucking piss out of the Calgary Flames here. Minus 162. Love that play. Over, under. I love the over 5.5, especially if fucking Dustin, Spencer, Garrett Sparks, Wolf is playing in net for the Flames here, man. So love the over. Love the Kings. I would also like to point out that Bobby McMahon has more goals than Pierre-Luc Dubois. Shout out Archer. shout out Archer for calling the fact that Pierre-Luc Dubois was going to be a bust this year. I was wrong. I defended him. Archer was right. So I got to give the guy credit where he was. But this has been absolutely terrible for PLD in LA. And you watch, he's going to get like fucking 10 goals and 20 goals in the last 9 games of the season or something stupid. But
PLD for Conn Smythe or something. Yeah,
maybe. Could you imagine if he just goes in a playoff tear though? Wouldn't that be electric? Like I'd kind of be here for it.
He's built for playoff hockey, and he has been good in the playoffs in the past. So
yeah, it's very true. He dominated the Leafs. Leafs Columbus play-in series, that guy was fucking no joke. I know I made a joke about Slafkovsky. That motherfucker was Peter Forsberg in that playoffs. He was everywhere. He was Eric Lindros. It was insane. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I might look at the Kings puck line here too. The Flames' last 13 losses have all been by 2 goals or more.
Are you serious? That's
dating back to January 25th.
That's a slutty play. You little.
We're gonna get like 4 or 5 different reviews of somebody complaining about one word or another. Because I don't even know what words I can't say anymore.
That's why slutty's fine.
Slutty's fine.
Well, slutty has been owned now to where it's like a compliment. Like it's slut. Slut it up. Go ahead,
dude. Fucking the band Single Mothers, slutty band, first 2 albums. Like there is slutty's a good word. All right, what is this guy? This BC bit. This guy's over here. This guy's living in the worst part of Canada, being fucking judgmental of words over here. Why don't you go fuck yourself? All right, Joe.
Wait, are we allowed to say damn? Can we say damn on this? Can you say damned? No, it's a holy weekend, so
we can't. What the heck is going on here?
Oh darn it!
You guys are both damned. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if any of us is going to hell, it's going to be you, buddy. All right. Okay, that wraps it up. Consensus plays. Sorry, Ryan. They don't let fucking gritty headbands in there. Consensus plays. What do we got?
Yeah, we have Florida in regulation minus 145, or the puck line plus 110. Rangers Coyotes over 6 plus 102. Leafs Sabres over 6.5 minus 102. Hurricanes Canadians under 6 minus 112. Flyers puck line plus 105. Penguins minus 170. Senators plus 154. Dallas minus 175. And then Kings minus 162.
We got quite a bit there. I like that.
Did.
Damn. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's move into lock dogs and totals here. Current standings. Joel is sitting at a record of 60, 60, and 3, up 0.48 units. Myself, a record of 61 and 62, down 3.66 units. Rye Guy, a record of 53, 69, and 1, down 18.02 units. Joel, kick us off here, buddy. You're leading.
Yeah, I originally had Kings money line. I still like that, but we're going to go with the regulation play. You can get that minus 105. Because the Kings are not great in overtime anyway, so might as well just win this one in 60. Let's give me the Kings regulation minus 105. I think they're the far superior team, and then the Flames have more or less just given up. Not a lot of good things going on in Calgary right now. And let's see, pulling this up. My dog, little dog here. I don't really like puck lines, but whatever. I think the Flyers win comfortably against the Blackhawks. So we're going Flyers minus 1.5, plus 105. They should win this one, 3-4-1, something like that, if not more. The total, Predators Avalanche over 6, minus 125. A couple unders lately for the Avs, but not really games that felt like under games all too often. So yeah, let's get some goals here in Denver.
Yeah, all right. For myself, I have the Maple Leafs minus 162 at Buffalo as my lock. Buffalo on a back-to-back. Not good on back-to-backs this season. 0-6 after a win. My dog, I got the balls. I got the big balls here. Taking the Caps plus 140 at home against the Bruins.
Love that.
They're finding ways to win here. Hopefully they do it again on Saturday. And my total is the Hurricanes Canadians under 6, minus 112. I like all four of their goalies. That neither team can score too much, so I think that's a pretty safe play.
Ryan with the cojones on his dog. I like that. Big dog nuts. Nothing wrong with that. Lock. I'm taking Vegas on the money line versus Minnesota minus 122. I think they're the much better team here. These odds, I think it's absolutely insane, especially with the way Vegas has been playing 8-1-1 in the last 10. For my dog, Ottawa on the money line versus Winnipeg plus 154. I was going to change it. I kept it. Don't love it. Team tends to play better at the later ends of the year. Winnipeg has been that kind of shit lately. Not great. I'm going to stick with it, though. Plus 154. For my total, Rangers, Coyotes over 6, plus 102. I feel like every time I've watched Arizona lately, they've just been getting fucking peppered. And they have the ability to score some goals as well here, man. So right off the hot hand, maybe a Logan Cooley can kind of get some more points. I was saying in the Discord, I have a bet with Cooley to have more points than Slafkovsky. So I need this guy to get some points here. So praying for the over in this game. Gentlemen, wraps it up. That's pretty goddamn good. Been a while since we guys have all been together. Anything else you want to add here before we shut her down or what?
I'm starting to worry that Doug Reed's just a plant for AMC because he put in the comments again. Remember, boys, watch Parrish, AMC, 10:15 p.m. Sunday.
It was like the
but he's got the Hawks at AMC. Fucking to the moon, eh? Gorilla hands over here. He bought it the odds. Yeah, to the moon, Doug. It'll get there. These markets, what is it? The shorts gotta match up soon or whatever you AMC guys are all about. Fuck.
What?
It's a stock market thing. Everybody's put all their money in AMC. I don't fucking know, bro. Gorillas or some shit. I don't know. Whatever.
Professional talent.
Yeah, imagine. I would love to do it. I have stocks. We can talk about this one day, dude. Let's do
in the summer for sure.
100%. All right. I was gonna say something. I forgot. No, you know what I was gonna say. Missed you, boys. It's been a week since we've all been together here. Missed you guys. Good to get the gang back around. You know, everybody's pumping and shaking, and I know you guys are just as ecstatic about the Simwa Benwan signing as I am. So it's good to know that we have a common bond, a common love together, and I wouldn't want to be talking hockey with anybody else, baby. How does that make you feel? Good, eh?
Makes me feel fantastic, Talon. Thank you. I completely agree.
Thank you very much. Mr. Joel Meyer, can you say something for me, at least?
Love you, Talon.
Thank you. That's all I need to hear. All right, everybody. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's supposed to be tons of stuff in the world of sports. We have 15 fucking games set for tomorrow on a Saturday. It's going to be absolutely electric. College hoops, March Madness. We didn't even talk about this. March Madness. Boys, I know you guys are into it. What's going on? How are your bets going?
I started off 9-2, and it's been 2-9 basically since then. It's not been a good past few days. But yeah, some good games. So we got some good marquee matchups still loading. A couple upsets today, actually, with the fucking Marquette going down to NC State as a 7.5-point favorite. So that's not good for me. But anyway, go Wolfpack, I guess. I do like that school in football anyway. Yeah, we got UConn just going to slaughter everyone. They're the prohibitive favorites. They're just killing everyone. I bet them in so many different ways. Like when Arizona was losing, looked like they were going to lose to Clemson. Like Arizona is one of the best teams left at the time, and UConn were just slaughtering San Diego State by like 30 points. And they're still like 2-1. And after the game, after both results settle, they're plus 125. So if you get these odds while the games are going on, it's quite easy to capture some equity and get some good bets in. So yeah, you go UConn.
Ryan, you agree?
Yeah, go UConn. I have some Houston as well, but yeah, UConn's just going to run away with it.
All right, let's go. Tons of other stuff in the world of sports. We got soccer. We got baseball. Ryan, what's up with the Blue Jays? Anything going on? Anything?
Blue Jays? I saw Vlad hit like a bomb on opening day. Apparently he might be back. I know he had a lot of hype a few years ago, and he had a kind of a down year last year. So I'm hoping for good things for him. He seems like a good kid.
You know what? I am too, because when I worked with the Blue Jays, they gave us physical copies of tickets for his first game, as well as dirt from the infield. So I own those. I gave them to my dad. So I'm hoping this guy is like the next fucking A-Rod or some shit like this. So at least I can get some money in 40 years or something down the line. So
they give you dirt from the field.
There you go. Yeah, they dug up the infield and put it in little vials, man, and just gave it to us. So I mean,
that's pretty cool. That's not really. Doesn't really sound like a professional sports in North America thing, but
hey, that's
I like it.
It's because baseball sucks, but whatever. So
that's probably the coolest thing about baseball I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so chances are they just went to the fucking ground outside and dug up some dirt and just poured it in here. It's like, here you go, you fucking losers, take this. But you never know. But anyways, let's go, Vladdy. Hell yeah, baby. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. You can find all the information at the SGPN website. That is the place to be. Read the articles. Ryan's still banging out his fantasy hockey articles. Like he said, man, we're in playoffs, man, but that doesn't mean you got to give up, because if you're fucking in there and you're ripping and licking, you want to know how to win your championships. This guy's championship all over his face, man. So he knows what he's doing. That's the way to go. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, bro. Discord's a blast. We have so much fun in there, man. Everybody's having fun. Jolie wasn't in there the other night, so Gilbert gave the okay for gifts, and we were having some fun with that. That was a good time. But shout out, man.
You can put gifts, just don't overuse them. As long as they're appropriate, as long as they can be minimized by people that have that setting turned on. I mean, it depends what kind of mood Joel is into, because he might just delete them right away.
Fuck Joel. Okay, use gifts. Let's go. I've responded to everything in gifts if I could.
Yeah, yours are fine because yours get blocked by the setting. I don't care about those. It's the ones that the obnoxious ones. I don't know. They get it from other sites, I think, like other Discord servers. Or something.
Do you use like the gift keyboard, Talon?
Dude, do you think I know? I got like
do you like search for them on a browser and copy and paste them, or do you have
no? There's it's like an app or some shit, and just
so you have the gift keyboard, yeah,
I guess.
So those ones, okay,
those are fun.
So those are the good ones. I like those ones.
All right.
I can just read the text. I can see what it is with the stupid image going again.
No, you got to see the image, though, Joel.
Once in a while, I'll look at it just to see.
You're Scrooge, bro.
Joel's old school. Joel's old school.
No,
yeah, text only. I mean, I barely got into emojis. Last year?
And you're still have Joel has the thumbs up. What else does Joel have? 100 sometimes if he really likes fire.
Fire. He does.
I think the 100's never
the money.
Joel first.
The money bag.
Just adds on to somebody else saying 100.
You know, I disagree because he says this, but this motherfucker probably had the best goddamn MySpace back in like 2007 that anybody ever goddamn knew. Okay, so I'm on to you, Jolie. I'm on to you. Okay, MySpace was sick. Dude. You can put your song in the profile and shit. I loved that. It was badass.
No, then the fucking song would start playing every time you went to certain people's sites. And
Joel just read. Joel just read what song was playing. He was like, "Okay, that song's playing."
He said, "Just show me the lyrics, and I'll figure. I get it. Okay, I get it. You're sad."
Joel loved a good aim away message. I'm sure.
That's awesome. All right, everybody. Yeah, that's it. Fucking whatever. You find are we closing this out? I guess that's it.
Yeah. Close it out. Yeah.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer. And you can find me praying for you poor souls for all your sins and naughty words. You'll also find me getting drunk as fuck Saturday because Lent is over. Let's fucking party, boys.
You'll be praying for some winning bets, baby, because Lent's over. Joel Meyer's tuned up for his fucking playoff heater that he goes on every goddamn year because he's not going to be sober. He's not going to be held back by God. This guy's going to be ready to cash fucking bets and fucking cash checks and drink goddamn booze. Doug Reed, thumbs up. Let's go, baby.
Bringing the thumbs up back. Bringing it back.
Can we give a shout? I feel like Lent is a part of this show.
Wait. Doug Reed, get in the Discord. sg.pn/Discord. Get in the hockey channel. If you're on Twitter, hit up Talon or I, and we'll get you in there.
Hit up Ryan. I don't want to do it.
Lent is a part of the show.
No, but Lent is a part of the show.
It's a side
the fourth co-host.
The fourth host.
It's an antagonist.
It's our villain. Once a season for 40 days.
What we gotta start doing is our lock dogs and totals during Lent. We have a Lent section, which is Joel's actual picks, and then just the opposite is Joel. And then that is Lent. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Easter. Peace.
There you go.